Hey guys, it's Tommy CM. Welcome back to my channel. Today's park review is a recreation actually of Heide Park in Germany. This was uploaded by thomasfreakz, who I have reviewed another park, his Jurassic World park. If you have watched that video, so I have reviewed another park of his on here. Really good creator, and he did point this park out to me. So this park, I believe he's told me he's quite local to it. He has a season pass, and this park is built in two separate parks because of the build counter on console. So this is half of Heide Park, which is why at the back of the park here you can see sort of cranes and sort of like, you know, sort of to be continued. So he's got signs down here because of the Oswald Eugene counter. It ends it here to be continued in Heide Park Part 2 by thomasfreakz. So yes, so there is a second part to this. In this episode we'll just be looking at Part 1, and then I will follow it up with the second part fairly soon, just so they're quite close together. Now I wanted to do a little bit of research because it was based on a real life park. I wanted to do a bit of research on the part that I was reviewing. I didn't just want to go in it and review how it looked without sort of focusing on something because it was based on something in real life. And I can what I'll do is I'll put up a poster now of the park map of Heide Park, and from this picture, when it disappears, you can now see the park layout, and you can see how similar. Just from the overview, it does look like a very accurate rebuild of the park, which is always good to see. I love looking at recreations. I love looking at people's ways to try and imitate parks in real life. I think it's really fascinating to try and do. So I think we'll have a look around here. Have a look on some of the rides, and who knows, maybe this park will make you want to go to Heide Park in Germany, which I believe is just outside of Hamburg. So we shall start in the spawn point and come back out. So we've got a few sort of adverts and windows here. Heide Park Resort, and here's the mascot. Now I did Google this. The mascot, I believe, is called Wumbo. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe the mascot is called Wumbo. So that is the recreation of Wumbo there. And down here, obviously, we've just got some perimeter fencing here. What I do like is, and I know thomasfreakz did this in his Jurassic World park. The fencing this isn't actually fencing. He uses jail bars and then just sort of columns. But I think it looks really effective as fencing, as a security fencing, because there's one thing that I think Planet Coaster tends to lack is like sort of very high, tall fencing. A lot of it is just sort of like low level, edge of the path sort of stuff. So really do like that. We've got a ticket booth here with a spaceman in it. We've got a nice little Venetian carousel. Nice little queue line here. It's even got a little fast pass if you want to go in and just join the fast pass there. Although there's no queue for it at the moment, so I think you'd be wasting your money to get a fast pass at the moment. Guest services. What have we got here? Toilets. First aid. Toilets, and what's this one? Staff building. So it's nice little entrance here. Got a little play park with a big shovel and a bucket. Nice. Little umbrella and a little slide. Some souvenir stalls. Around here we have a nice little restaurant in here. Let's just have a look around. Some nice little pattern tables there. And then as we go over here, we've got just a nice little bit of scenery here. The guests can't get through the back of there. Hyde Dorf. I'll be honest, I don't speak German, so some of these words I won't know what they mean. But I will try and put up what I found the translation to mean later on, if I remember to put that in. So yeah, I will try and look for what dwarf means for that area. I'm assuming this is like a backstage sort of place, sort of like with staff rooms, etc. So yeah, I mean, it's really nicely detailed, really nicely laid out there. I do like the design of these buildings here. So we shall go forth. Hyde Park shop. Now that I do understand. That is that is just a souvenir shop. All right. I love the buildings. I love these. I mean, and they really are sort of. These are the sort of buildings I would expect to find in a German park, from like videos and pictures that I've seen online. This is just the sort of stuff I would expect to see. So there's the main entrance, and we are now finally in the park. The first thing is we have a railway crossing, which I absolutely love, to be fair. So he's obviously turned the collision mode off, so you can just sort of build, and the rides don't worry if you collide with a piece of scenery or path, etc. So yeah, I do like that. I'm interested to see, because I've not actually been in one of these parks before, I'm interested to see what happens when the train goes over the path. Do they get stopped, or do they just carry on? So we'll I just want to take a look at this. So let's just speed this up until it leaves. There we are. So what's going to happen? Are they going to get hit? Oh no, the janitor! Oh, they're just going to walk through it. Oh, they're just going to walk through the train. See, I think what would be good is if you could build along a path and put in like a level crossing. I think that'd be really good. But I do like the crossing sign we've got going off here that he's put in. I think that's really good. Got some little signposts here. So we've got Transylvanian, Crake or Crack, Pirate Show, Colossus, Peppa Pig, Lucky Land, and Desert Race. Some pirate statues here. I love the I love the lake. I think the lake looks really nice. And these are like little boats or little rafts. Nice little effect there. Oh, I'm back in the building. But yeah, really nice view from this lake here. It's a nice little nice backdrop with the pirate ship swinging and the coaster, etc. We will do what we normally do, and we will veer to the left and carry on round this way. So we have the Heide Park Express, which is obviously the train you just saw. Nice little train station. I quite like the layout of that, to be fair. I think that looks really nice. With the sort of like half roof there and open on the train. And over here we have old timer. So we've got another level crossing. I do like how much the railway interacts with that. The only park I can think in the UK where it does that is Drayton Manor. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a couple more, but that's the first one that comes to mind, where the railway interacts with the path, and it is really nice, to be fair. It's really nice seeing the train get up close like this. Obviously, if the janitor doesn't get one over. Yeah, really nice effect. So, Old Timers is a little vintage cars ride by the look of it. Nice little drive around the gardens. It feels very sort of separated from the rest of the park, which is nice. It feels like it's very much on its own. But very nice setting. I do like these. I do like the little domes here. I think they're a really nice piece of scenery to add in. The station building's really nice, actually. I like that. That's. But people tend to just put sort of like one level up and that's it. But that's a really neat, unique way of doing it. And obviously, this is a recreation, so I'm assuming that's similar to what the station looks like. But yeah, really nice. So we've got the vintage cars, goes around the back of here, and back to the station. Really nice ride. Nice little custom fencing. Yeah, really rate that. Right, what we got going off here? Got some. Oh yeah. So there's got little shops where you can get a portrait. I'm assuming these are like the cartoon artists where you can put in, where you can go and pay to have a picture done. We've got some vending machines and some claw machines. Booked Piraten. I'm assuming that is going to be like Pirate Land or something. So yeah, we'll go in here. Oh, I like that. That's a nice bit of scenery. Nice little height marker. That's a really nice touch. I do like that. So this is called Bounty, and this is just one of your traditional pirate ships. It's got a few people sat on here. Someone's been to the hat store. The trees are very nicely decorated as well. There's a nice bit of colour around these rides, and they all sit in their own space, like they don't overlap each other too much, which always looks quite nice off it, I think. So yeah, there's the queue for Bounty. Well, there isn't a queue at the moment, but that's what it looks like. Shall carry on along here. What have we got here? It's another staff building. Decoration. Choppy Lawler. Ooh. This seems to be a shooting ride. Tell you what, let's have a go on it, shall we? I don't normally do these interactive rides, but this one looks quite interesting. So, if I can actually select the ride rather than the building, let's take a look on this, because this does look interesting. That's where we want to go. Let's take a look. And there we go. So that is Toppy Lawler. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Really nice way of using the interactive shooting ride there. I've not seen anybody use that before. I'm assuming they're normally like pirate ships, but the only way obviously to get that, you get, in Planet Coaster, is to use these cars. But really like that. I think that's such a unique way of building that sort of ride. So yeah, really big fan of that. And then the station building as well looks quite nice as well, built on the rocks and everything with the pirate shooting. So we shall carry on with the tour. We've got plan. There's some adverts on. Ooh, what's this? Lockers. We've got some lockers, nice. We've got a big pirate boat here. Oh, he's got a whole like seating area for a big pirate show. That's nice. That's a really nice bit of scenery added there. Obviously, again, we are replicating something in real life, but yeah, it's a really nice way he's built that, with the steps going down the middle, and then obviously he's used the path to go up here. He's used the castle steps to go up here. So you can see like his overlap there, and it looks really nice. So you can imagine like guests just kind of sat here, watching this sort of show. Yeah, really do like that. I like the fact he's used a lot of scenery, not just on this section, but he's used a lot of scenery in places that you wouldn't normally expect it, and I think that makes it more impressive. Capitan Torms. Ooh. What's in here then? Bit of decoration. This, I believe, is a hotel, if I am not mistaken. Hyde Park, and yeah, hotel. A Ventura Hotel. Again, I'm butchering the pronunciation, so I'm really sorry for people in Germany. Yeah, really nice hotel, brightly coloured, and you'll see. I mean, if you Google this park, you'll see this hotel does look exactly like this. So again, spot on. Nice little recreation. Bulls and Bandits. Is this a restaurant? It is. It is a restaurant. So that's another addition. We've got a nice little windmill there. That's really nice. How he's built that. How is he? Let's see how he's laid this up. So he's got the roof going on. That's quite clever. I like that. That's a nice little. I have tried building a windmill before and I know how difficult they are to build in this game. So yeah, I'm just really interested to see how he built that. Let's go down here. Got a photo booth. Another little play area. There's a lot more people around this way. Now we get to our first coaster, which you can see at the back here. And there's a lot of sort of backdrop scenery here, which is really nice effort gone to with the scenery. It's one of these things that you don't necessarily have to do because it's not, the guests are never going to use it, but it just makes it look so much nicer, doesn't it? So let's have a look at the coaster. Now again, these coasters are recreations, so the stats don't necessarily add up, but again, this looks absolutely fine as a coaster. Good enough stats, very close to being green across the board, to be fair. It is a dive coaster. Everyone loves a dive coaster. So we shall hop in and see what crack is like. Oh, that's the train we want. We don't want to spoil the drop. So let's go. Really cool coaster, that really cool. I love the idea that you sort of dive into this creature's mouth. I'm assuming it's called Kraken, and that's the German translation for it, or something along those lines. But yeah, really nice, and the queue line as well. The queue line is really long, as you can see. You start from back here. He's got the pirate fencing going all the way around, and then you go up into the. You can see up these stairs here, and then up towards the station. Really nicely laid out, and then down obviously into the queue line section. Yeah, massive fan of that. I think it's one of these things that ideally I'd love dive coasters to be really long experiences, but in real life they're just not, because the selling point of a dive coaster is the vertical drop. It's like Oblivion at Alton Towers in the UK, where it's just one drop. And then a bend back to the station. I'd love it to be longer, but dive coasters in real life aren't that long. I think again I can only think of SheiKra at Busch Gardens, where in Orlando, where the coaster is quite a long ride. So we shall continue along. So we go underneath here. I like the netting underneath. That's a nice little touch. to have any. Obviously, in real life, you wouldn't just have the track going over the path like that. You would have some sort of protection so nothing falls out the pockets of the people on the ride and hits guests and stuff. What we got down here? Admirals. Another train station. Nice little roof again. Nice little design on the station. Toilets. Got a balloon ride. Everyone loves a balloon ride. I like. Oh, Pepper balloon fart. Is how I would pronounce that in English, but I know that's not what it means. But yeah, I imagine this is Peppa Pig's area, I'm assuming. I hope so, because Peppa Pig is incredible. So this is this is Peppa's rides. What we got down here? We got a little. Oh, is this a people mover? Oh, I've not seen anyone put this in a park yet. What a clever way to put this in. I love that. That's George, isn't it? That's the little brother. That's George Pig. Yeah, there's Pepper and George, look. So there's George. Nice little train round. There's Pepper. Really like that. I've not seen anyone put a people mover in, and the fact that that's not your standard way to use a people mover, I think is just genius. So yeah, really do rate that. Burritos. Some more shops. Yeah, Peppa Pig Land. There we go. Nice little area. I have to try and visit Peppa Pig Land at some point in Hyde Park. It's got some dinosaurs here, or some. Is it dinosaurs or some? I think they're dinosaurs, aren't they? Yeah, there we are. Scorched dino. Yeah, dinosaurs. And we'll go back out here. Now we have a log flume here. I'm assuming that's like wild water. So go across here. Hang on. Let's just have a look in this station. Fair enough. It's alright. I thought there was something else here. It's the building hanging in. We go around and up through the little tunnel and down. Got a couple of drops and back round. Nice laid out log flume. Again, if you look on the map, you'll see that this is exactly the layout of the log flume. It's a really accurate representation of it, which is again the whole thing. He's done really well. He's done really well to recreate everything. I mean, the only recreation I've done so far is Oblivion at Alton Towers, which I mentioned earlier, and that took me ages to get right. So yeah, full credit to him for making all of this. Again, the training tracks. What have we got here? Available when DLC is out. Right. So after looking at this online, there is a Ghostbusters 5D ride, I believe, at Hyde Park, and I'm assuming because there's a Ghostbusters DLC on PC, he's waiting for that to be released before he does anything in terms of decoration, etc. in here. So yeah, this is ready for Ghostbusters 5D. So yeah, definitely one to come back to. The build counter, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, is 98%. So he'll have to squeeze the 2% in there, but I'm sure he'll be able to. So yeah, he's got everything set up for it. It's just a case of putting the ride in and putting the scenery in. Nice little basketball games here. That's really good. I like that. That's a really nice little touch. It's these bits of scenery that I really appreciate the most because of how specific they are and how much attention to detail you've got to put on them. So yeah, really nice that is. Lucky Land. Right. Hey, we've got a whirly rig. The best flat ride in Planet Coaster, the whirly rig. Massive fan of that. And then we have the little junior coaster. What we got here? Indie Blitz, which is It's just a short junior coaster that does 2 laps by the looks of it. So when that comes back round, we'll have a go on it. I'm a big fan of these little junior coasters, putting them in the game, because yes, they're not the most exciting. Yes, they're really simple, but I think if you can put something in like this, theme it to a basic extent like this, I think it looks great. I think and you can see a lot of people want to come and go on it. There's a fast pass queue, which at the minute nobody's using. Yeah, really do like this. So there's the stats for it. As you can see, the stats aren't on the best for it, but it is a junior coaster. It is for children and families, so you can't really expect much. So we shall take a ride on Indie Blitz. I may change the view there, just so we're not looking at the back of the dragon's head. Here we go. There we go. As I say, I do love those little coasters in the game. I think they add so much, and I think they're sometimes underused. So yeah, really, I'm a big fan of that. And again, I've seen pictures. This is a nice little representation of this, of Indie Blitz at Heide Park. There's a few little decorations around here. Seems to be more like a western area, Wild West waffle. And we'll go through Wild West shot. Oh, we've got a shooting range. That's nice. Staff building. We have an observation tower, which goes up very high. You seem to find a lot of observation towers in European parks, but you don't see many in the UK. I know there's a couple of parks in Europe that have them, and they do seem, they do seem like very, very good rides. To be fair, they're very unique anyway. So some more signs about to be continued. So this will all be coming up in the second part. Hyde Park mountain rafting. Ooh. It's a river rapids. So where does the queue start? Is it? Let's find the entrance to the queue here, don't I? There we are. Got the height marker. Mountain rafting. Nice little scenery as we go in. Down to the station. So these rapids, again, the rapids tend to float quite slow for me, so I'm just going to kind of quickly go over this this ride. So nice use of waterfalls here. I think the water effect in this game looks really good as well. I really recommend using waterfalls where you can, and the rocks. I think it just looks really really spot on. So you can see these guys are getting absolutely soaked. I imagine the enjoyment, actually. Let's just look at the stats. Yeah, I imagine the excitement is quite high on it. Going back up slightly, and back round to the entrance. Really, really nice little rapids here, all built into a small footprint. Nice to see. And we shall carry on around here. Groton Blitz. Now, what is a Groton Blitz? Queue going up to a station for a coaster, and it is a mine train coaster. There's the stats for it. Oh, it's a two lap one. Let's speed it up so it comes back, and then we'll hop on it. But there's the rest of the results that you can see there. So now that the train is back in, we'll hop on. Again, similar to the Indie Blitz one. I won't sit behind here because we can't see, so I'll go front bumper. And let's enjoy this one. Very nice coaster, that. Very nice. The buildings and the so you got the helix going up in this building. But yeah, very nice little. It's very compact, but it's very nicely themed as well. Like, you can't see the rest of the track nearby as you go around it. So, and then obviously you got the path going out back over here to the main path, and then I believe we are at the last ride of the park. So. Oh no, apologies, last two rides. So we've got a car ride here, Wustenflitzer, which sounds like a very big party sort of car ride. Very colourful. Drive around some colourful areas in the desert. And then, away from that, we have what looks to be a launch coaster. So this is Desert Race. There's the stats. They are incredible stats for this coaster, so this should be a very good coaster to end the video on. So let's have a go. Nice, very nice. Again, I've not been to this park, so I can't say I've been on this one, but it does remind me a lot of Rita at Alton Towers in the UK, with its sort of layout rather than the traditional vertical launch that you see in a lot of other parks. Really, really nice little ride that is, and as you can see, that built really well. The guests absolutely love it. You can see from the queue here that they're all desperate to get in, and I like the little helicopter up here as well. And it's even got two pilots. Look at that, two pilots. Supposedly typing away on PCs, but we'll pretend they're flying a helicopter. But yeah, other than that, that is Hyde Park Part 1. Now, as I say, I will be looking in Part 2 as well as a follow-on. So keep an eye out for that. Really do love that. And as I say, if you want to have a Google of some photos of Hyde Park in Germany, then feel free, and you will see how accurate this representation is. So yeah, I'll see you in Part 2. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.